Hey, church family, Pastor Jeff here. Now, one of the really acute challenges that all of us as parents have felt over this past year is we can no longer rely on programs in a church building or for paid professionals to do the work of discipleship for our kids. And so as a church, we firmly believe that it is the primary responsibility of parents to disciple their kids and to lead their kids on the mission of making disciples wherever they live, work, learn, and play. Another thing we believe is that the scriptures play an incredible role in the discipleship of God's people, including our kids. And so not only do we encourage adults to be in the scriptures daily, to be devouring the scriptures, to be reading the scriptures, to have that as a regular part of their rhythm of life, we also encourage families to have the scriptures, the story of God, as a regular part of the rhythm of their entire family. So if we're calling families to live out the gospel in every day, then we want the scriptures to inform how it is that you live and what you believe. See, one of the things that I think I've noticed is that often we come to the scriptures and we want to use the scriptures as a way to get our kids to behave right. So when your kids are nearly killing each other, you pull out the story of Cain and Abel and you're like, don't kill each other, that's bad. And you hope that that in itself is going to change their behavior. But the purpose of the scriptures is not to get us to behave differently. The purpose of the scriptures is to reveal what God has done so that we could become his children, so that we could be saved, so that we could deal with the sin issue in our hearts. And isn't that what you want for your kids? We're not simply after behavior change, behavior modification. What we are after is the hearts of our kids. We want the hearts of our kids to be gripped by the love of Jesus and to understand that Jesus, in fact, has done something amazing, incredible, so that they could be saved as well. And one of the resources that we have used and that we want to give away, we've got 3 copies of this, is The Story of God for Kids. And what this resource is going to help you do is it's going to help you tell the really big stories of the Bible and to follow kind of the narrative arc throughout the scriptures so that your child can come to a better understanding of what God has been doing throughout all of human history to redeem us and to offer us salvation. And so just to give you an example, it begins at beginnings, the creation of the world and of humanity. It talks about the first humans, talks about the separation, about Cain and Abel, the flood covenant. It works its way all the way through to Jesus, to his baptism and temptation, to Jesus and the Pharisees. Talks about the kingdom of God and miracles, death and resurrection, and who the church is. A fantastic resource that'll help you and your children interact and engage in the story of God. And so again, this is not about behavior modification. This is about getting after what we believe in our hearts and allowing the good news of Jesus to invade our hearts to actually change our very identity. If you would like a copy, if you feel you're going to go through this with your kid, it's a fantastic resource, then just simply email me at the email below that we'll put on the screen here, and you can contact me. You can come pick up a copy on Sundays. Our office is open from 9 to 10 a.m. And we would love to get you this resource to help you as a parent to do what God has placed on your plate. He's given you the responsibility of discipling your children to be disciples of Jesus.